Alright, we are going to try and get the tail light wired up. I really hope I could finish it tonight. That'd be freaking awesome. So basically, what we're going to have to do is remove my panel here. I've just got to temporarily put in here with a bolt here and a bolt on that side. I still got a lot more to do on these taillights. Like they're only held in with like 2-inch lines of seam sealer. I think that's what I'm going to probably end up doing. It just is easier. So yeah, we'll get this removed off. And then I'll probably just run so much length to get it into the car. But yeah, I think that should be it. Let's get this done. Alright, so this is how I got them mounted. It's just got those on there. Surprisingly, the stock plugs off of the Fiero actually work on Corvette C4 taillights, so that's pretty nice. With one of, like, what I'm finding is with these, like, the wires are really fragile, so when you go to move them, they're breaking. So that's not ideal, so I'm going to have to do, like, that, where you slide some shrink tubing down in under there, just because ideally I don't want to have to buy new connectors. These two look like they bent just fine, so that's good. I went through and I tested them using like my car, like a battery thing. So looks like the brown wire is going to be like your brake lights and turn signals. And then this blue wire will get wired into parking lights, so that way they're on all the time. So, but alright, then, so yeah, so basically what I'll do is I got these smaller ones, and I'll use these. These are butt connectors, but they're uninsulated butt connectors, so I'll use these. And then I got shrink tubing, and then what I'll do is I'll put the, shrink tube, or I'll crimp it down and then use the shrink tubing over it like usual. And I'm going to do everything color coordinated to what it should be. Looks like this one, what is it? This is going to be my running lights. I have the right colors. Let's see here. I was going to use this. It's for like the trailer relay or whatever, but after talking with somebody, I really don't need to, because the turn signal switch does everything for me. It's all ran through that. So yeah, so it looks like left turn signal, so driver's side will be yellow, and then the right side will be the green wire. So it looks like yellow and then green. So let's get this wired up. Alright, so I ran them, and now we're going to find out whether I was a dumbass right now. What I did was I've been using the battery charger. This is the ground, and this should be the parking lights, so when I press this button, in theory, they all popped on. There you go. Look at that, all 4 are on. The parking lights are working. Fuck yeah. Alright, well, those are wired up and working, so that's freaking awesome. So let's continue. Alright, well, after dicking around with this thing, I finally figured it out, because I got cheap eBay, like, straight from China LED lights, And I think I had to modify these, like I had to shave them down with a Dremel. But basically, somehow this one, the light bulb was turned too far, so it was shorting the whole thing, so that way those were lit up because it was completing the circuit somehow. So I fixed that. So this is the running lights right here. All right, if I touch this wire to that, well, now I just freaking lost that light. What the hell? Man, this is just going the way I want it to. But alright, so other than that, and now it's back. What the fuck? Alright, and then if I touch yellow wire, those get a lot brighter. So that's legit. Let's see what happens when I do this side again. Weird. But alright. We're gonna loom it up real quick here. And then we'll see about running it into the car. So let's get that done. I suppose I'll show you the thing real quick. This is a GM3 wire plug. I'm not sure what style or whatever, but the middle one, the brown wire, was the signal wire for the highs. Then blue wire was the parking, so the low lights. And then obviously black is ground. And then I just kind of did a buck connector to have the two wires come in this side and then one out this way, and just kept them going this way. And then these ones I had go straight because basically I'm gonna want when it's in here, it's gonna go in through here somewhere. So I'll probably drill a hole or something, so that way it can just run right through here. And then we'll probably try and zip tie them up that, and we'll figure out where we're gonna go from there also with that. So, alright, that's how it looks right now. Let's get it loomed up so you can see that. Well, I got it all wrapped up with my Tessa tape. Highly recommend Tessa tape. I don't know, I've used electrical tape my whole life, and then bought this Tesla tape to try and do stuff a little bit more better, and I think it looks a lot better. It's a lot better for, like, say if you had to remove it. When you remove electrical tape, it has that stupid residue. There's no residue with this Tesla tape, which is freaking awesome. So I recommend it. And I think I got for like 20 bucks, I think I got like 4 huge rolls off of eBay. The cheap crap too, and it works really good. Yeah, that's how we ended up. I'll end up eventually like mounting these somehow. I might have to like fiberglass in some like little spots with some tabs on them or something, so that way these things can be like tucked down in. Keep it tucked down in there, so it ain't dangling down like so. You don't want none of that crap. So, alright, we're gonna probably drill a hole, feed this through. All right, now or never. So that's the ground, and then I have just a ground run from the background. I haven't grounded to the chassis yet, but switches are grounded, lights should be grounded, power going in, I've only got one fuse in the one spot where it should matter, because that is now coil pack and tail lights. So that way, because it's the ignition switch. So this first switch should, in theory, when I flip it up, our tail light should be on. So we press this, give it a little while, maybe. Nothing. Alright, I'm gonna dink with this for a little bit and see if I can figure it. Alright. So, I have figured it out. Real quick, I'm gonna end up I gotta cut this wire and put a grommet on, or a terminal end on it or whatever, and then self-tap it into the chassis, and then I'll show you the back legs working. After like a ridiculous amount of freaking trying to troubleshoot, found out that I accidentally switched some wires around on the relay panel when I assembled it from, you know, the freaking 50 times I had to redo it. So good news is I figured out the problem, and then had another freaking issue. I took off the ground from the battery to the, like, I ran one into there. When I took it off, I lost all my power. Come to find out that I thought that I had hooked up the ground on my battery. Thought I had this guy hooked up, but I didn't, because I got two ground cables. I got one that runs all the way to the back and it grounds right on the right onto the engine. And then I have this other one that grounds the chassis. So, yeah, that kind of sucks. Wasted a lot of time trying to figure that out, but let's get this self-tapped on there, and then I'll show you the lights working. All right, time for some satisfying stuff. So, like this, the ones that don't have fuses are gonna light, because basically it's supposed to let you know when a fuse is blown. So this is gonna be starter. Then as soon as you let off, it shuts off. So that's pretty dope. Then this is going to be ignition, and that's what the lights are on. This one, you know, I don't have that one done yet. I don't know what it's going to be, so to speak. So I got that one, this one, and then this one. So, like, there's 3 things on this switch. That's what those lights mean. These are individual. And then there's 4 on the ignition. The one has a fuse in it. So when I flip ignition down, we come to the back here, and boom, I got my parking lights on. Pretty much that's all I'm going to be able to show you in this one. I do not have, well, I hooked up the stuff for that, but it's not fully hooked up yet. That's going to have to be in a different day. It's ready for bed. I'm just giving myself a headache worth of stuff tonight with all this electrical crap. So, but this is going to probably be it for this one. Like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next one.